this is really crunch time, isn't it?
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you talk about planes, trains, and automobiles, it's the official who oversees all of that coming to town in hopes of bringing momentum to his side. The Wolverine State's top Democrats flanked by U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg in the land of the Wolverines, stumping for Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Attorney General Dana Nessel, and others at the University of Michigan. This going into the final weekend before voters have their say. We sat down with the secretary for a one-on-one looking at the big issues.
For all of us, we basically have common sense solutions versus division and extremism. I mean, it's really come down to that.
Governor Whitmer leads GOP challenger Tudor Dixon by 11 points in the most recent Epic MRA poll. The former South Bend mayor and now Michigan resident says Whitmer's ideas are in line with where the country needs to go on things like infrastructure and the manufacturing of electric vehicles.
Making sure that our manufacturing sector is strong, our auto sector, which is modernizing at an incredible pace. It's so important that America lead the way, especially as we see more EVs and other technology coming into our vehicles. And that only happens if you have policymakers who care about working people, who are focused on working people.
The other side, they're saying there's been too much spending with this administration, the governor's administration. They say that they talk about regulation, they want to cut regulation, dereg, all of these things. If the other side is successful in this election, where do you see Michigan faring nationally and what happens over the next 4 years?
Well, I'm worried that it could be a real setback. I mean, if they reverse the governor's policies to invest in infrastructure, for example, look, to me, that's not spending any more than, or to get rid of it wouldn't save money any more than not fixing a leaky roof would save money.
National Republicans are ripping the secretary's campaign trip. The RNC released a statement saying, quote, Michiganders don't want to hear about Biden bureaucrats like Pete Buttigieg using taxpayer dollars to campaign for president in Michigan. They want to know why Michigan Democrats like Gretchen Whitmer continue to push policies that raise prices, lower wages, and take parents out of the classroom.
This is a pocketbook election, and that's a big focus for us too right now. Practical steps that are making us better off. The governor's decision to fund K-12 education more than ever before. Her agenda to fix the damn roads, as she says, and make sure that we have great infrastructure.
Of course, the big ballot proposals also getting a lot of attention at the rally. Meantime, the Dixon campaign working their way through mid-Michigan on this Friday. No doubt both sides will have little sleep as they roll on into Tuesday. Reporting live in Ann Arbor, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that Epic MRA poll, and although it right now shows Whitmer leading, no one is counting their money at the table right now. They know that every single one of these days counts, and there's more than one poll out there, and so it's an interesting thing to see who will end up at the polls and who will vote for who.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. As you said, there's other polls out there, and there's always one more door to knock, and then some, and then some, and then some on both sides. And of course, we can't really find a lot of agreement, it seems, in our politics today, but there is one thing that people can agree on. That one poll that matters is what happens on Tuesday night.